So they're set, right? Let me see all them smiles. We can get going. Absolutely. All right, there it goes. I seen the media live now. Let me double check these, make sure those look good. All right, let's go. Welcome to the RRR247 podcast, episode 49. Would that be correct? I think so, 49. Guess what? Now I was unprepared today. I'm pretty sure it's episode 49. So we got a lot of great things to share. We're kicking off a brand new format here. It's exciting. I hope you guys got a pencil, a pen, something to write. Give me something to write on because you're in for a treat. So we got a lot of great things to share. There's always big announcements on Tuesday. You never want to miss those. However, we like to meet all the brand new people too. So I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes. I just looked, it's 5 minutes still. And if you're brand new this week or even last week, click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner, say hello. Tell us what state you're calling in from and welcome to the call. Whoever got you here would love to hear that you made it on. Plus, Rory gets to hear your voice for the first time. How about that? Let me check settings. Host tools, participants. Unmute yourself. Check your video. Don't want that one on. There we go. All right, welcome everybody. RRR247 podcast. Again, we're going to share a lot of good stuff with you tonight. We got a brand new format for training kicking off tonight. You're going to meet a wonderful individual, human being, MSI here with the team. And just make sure you got something to take notes on. Also, we love hearing from the brand new people. So as we're got you, Don. I got you. That's hard walking with a phone, isn't it? So we also love to hear from all the brand new people as you're coming in. You can take a couple more minutes if you're brand new and you've never been on a Tuesday night call this week or even last week. Go ahead and click the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your Zoom panel. Say hello. Don't forget to tell us what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call. All right.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good, Sonia. How are
All
you?
right. Nice to meet you.
Excellent. Where are you calling in from?
Chicago?
Chicago's in the house. Fantastic.
Yes, Chicago in the house.
Let me give you one of them. Go Bears.
Yeah. I'm still hoarse from Saturday. No, let me stop.
Good deal. That means you enjoyed it. If you're hoarse,
I
you enjoyed it.
did. I
Excellent.
did. Is that Linda just joined?
Linda, maybe. We got a few Lindas in here.
Oh, okay. Yes, popular name.
Well, glad you're here. Thanks for unmuting.
Thank you.
Welcome to the
Thank
team.
you.
Welcome to the family. And go Bears.
So happy to be here. Yes, I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Anybody else?
I'm gonna just make some dinner.
Yeah, I thought we'd do chicken and salad.
Chicken and salad sounds delicious, Chris. Depending on what you're going to put on the salad. Appreciate that. Are these fresh chickens? You know they are. It's Chris Bab.
No,
right?
they're not fresh, unfortunately.
Oh.
Smoked.
They did smoke them, though.
Woo woo.
Oh, perfect. Fantastic. Julia, you want to say hello?
Oh, well, hello.
Hello. Are you new, dear?
No, well, not sort. I've been here since about June.
June. Okay. Well, good to meet you anyway.
Well, thank you.
Anybody else? If you're brand new, last call, probably, yeah. Click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your Zoom panel, or you can hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello, tell us what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call. All right, I say we just I say we just get going. How about that? Yes. All right, let me hit some buttons over here. There, and I'm going to hit that big button, but all co-hosts can still unmute. There we go. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit that again. Welcome everybody to the RRR247 podcast. Listen, all of our big announcements, all the important stuff, the really important stuff. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something to help you with the system, help you make more money, help you get shorten the learning curve, help you hit your next goal, whatever it is, a product, a service, a tool, an idea. They're going to announce that stuff on Tuesday nights, never any other night of the week. So if you're new, Tanya, make sure you put that on your calendar. Never miss a Tuesday night call, right? Rory and Tanya will announce and launch stuff. One of our MSIs will be training on it on Thursday, and then Rory will dive into it for an even deeper training on Saturday morning at around 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, so you never want to miss that call. And welcome to all the other new people who might be too shy to unmute. I thought I'd seen a couple in there, but Tanya, you're the only one that wasn't too shy to unmute tonight. Welcome to the team. All right, so we're going to get going here, guys. Listen, my name is Niall. I'm down in Central Florida. I've been in the industry for 35 years now. I've worked with Rory for more than 30 years. I think it's around 32 or 33. I got so much in my head right now, and I can't even remember the numbers. Stacy is somewhere over 30 though, for sure. 3+ decades. Let's call it that, Angie. How about that? Yeah, 3+ decades, and I've seen a lot of incredible things. We've done amazing things in the United States. And then when the internet took off in 93, 94, we went global, and it's just been a fantastic ride. I'm an ex-carpenter that hurt his back, went back to school to be an aviation mechanic. It was while I was in school that I found this. I was the dad who was never home, and I went from the dad never home, missing the kids growing up, to the dad who got to put them on the bus, take them off the bus, go to every football practice, cheerleading camp, volleyball camp, everything that my kids are involved in. I even became a bowling coach at a high school to spend more time with my kids because I could. I had my ABC card. I love bowling. Why not? I got to spend more time with my kids and some of their friends, right? So it completely turned my life around. I went from, the guy working 16, 17, 18 hours a day, to the guy that was in school and working at night and still putting in 18, 19, 20 hours a day, with a wife and 3 kids. Yes, it wasn't easy, but, I figured I could get it done. I was determined, and I did. I graduated. I went to work at the airport for about 8 months, and I quit to do this industry full time because I realized it was much, much bigger than I ever thought it was. And it's been a fantastic ride. I met Rory first through the voicemail system that he had put together that a lot of us entrepreneurs were using all over the country. And then I met Tanya shortly after him. And I met an incredibly organized woman that was raising 7 kids. 6 of theirs played football. I only had 1 playing football. And then 1 of them in professional dance. Plus, she was running several other businesses that she had been running for years, and helping Rory with the training and keep everything here organized and on time, and helping out everywhere she could. I seen those 2 work together, and I realized they got different skills, but they complemented each other very well. And I knew they were going to be a power couple here. And 30 years later, here we are. That's exactly what's happening. We're doing incredible things in the industry, and now you guys are a part of that. So in RRR247, as you come in, you're going to start working on your pages right away. As you're working on your pages, you get that done, you can apply for Google AdSense. Then you can start working and building your teams and doing all the stuff that you need to do to build that residual income with our anchor offers. As you bring in more students and you help them and train them, you start moving up through the ranks of an instructor. You're an instructor in training, then you're an instructor, then you're a certified system instructor as soon as you have 10 students that you're working with and helping. As you grow more and more students and help more and more people, and you develop leadership underneath you, you become a GSI, then a PSI, and then an MSI. MSI is like the top level here right now, even though they created another level above that. Some of us are maybe close, but not quite there yet. MSI is the top level. When you become an MSI, that means you have helped a lot of people. You are really building your business. You are really developing leadership underneath you. You know the system inside and out, and you can help anybody with just about anything that they had, any friction points they had, any obstacles, understanding, any question, nothing they could throw at us MSIs that we probably could not answer. And if we, for some reason we did it, we have such a direct contact right to Rory, or to chat amongst ourselves that we get to figure out in a couple of minutes anyway. So it's an unbelievable support system built inside the RRR247 community that is here to keep building, protect the house, take care of this, make sure this business and opportunity is here long term for brand new people like Sonia. Just know that there's a lot of us behind the scenes protecting this and building this and doing things to make sure it's going to be here for you to hand off to your grandchildren someday, right? That's our mission. That's our goal. That's what Rory, Tanya, and all the MSIs are involved in. So those MSIs are all doing things behind the scenes, but they're all involved in training in different areas, different nights of the week, different areas. There's study halls everywhere. Ask your instructor, Sonia, where the next step, where your study hall is, and they'll get you plugged into it right away. But every now and then, those MSIs just pop up and get everybody's attention because they've got a personality that you love to listen to, right? You love to hear. You love whatever it is that they're going to share. When you meet them, it's even better. You get a hug and you go, this is good people. So whenever you hear about any local event happening, try to get there, meet these people and give them hugs. Tonight, we've had Stacy training on Thursday nights for, gosh, how long? 2 years, maybe? Pretty close, for a long time. And we're making a change as of right now. I'm going to introduce an MSI to you here in a second. That MSI is not only going to help you out tonight after she tells her story, she's going to be the trainer for the rest of January. And then there'll be a different MSI for the month of February. And then there'll be a different MSI the month after that, right? And the month after that, and the month after that. So tonight, without any further delay, somebody that I, let's say, look up to, you're the same height as me. Somebody that I appreciate immensely and I like hanging out with, as well as listening to her share her perspective on things and train on different things. So I want you guys to give a big welcome in the chat to one of our MSIs and real team leaders and go-getters, MSI Angie Bond. Let me say that right. Angie Bond. Angie, can't wait to hear everything you're going to share after you introduce Rory, but welcome and thank you very much. Microphone's yours.
Yes. So I am Angie, bonding with Angie. That's my site name. But just a little bit about me. It won't be as long as Niles, I promise. But I found this just like you guys did on the internet, on an ad. I answered an ad, got a phone call, But honestly, this is the most rewarding thing that I've done in a really long time. And, first and foremost, I'm a child of Christ. I am a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm a caregiver. I'm a pet lover. But this here is like family to me. And they always say, you don't get to choose your parents or your siblings, but you can choose other family. Well, this is my other family. And I love being here. I love talking with these people. And I have learned so much that I never thought I would learn here. I started out in the corporate world. I've been an employee most of my life. And then I was a stay-at-home mom, for 11 years. But when the kids get older and they don't need you like they do when they're little, you got to find something else to do. And this is what I found. And it has been a blessing to be here and to meet Rory and Tanya. They have been available and accessible to all of us, and they are. You tell me what CEO, president of a company spends his evenings and weekends with his people. Tell me that. He's the only one I know that does that. And I wouldn't change it for anything. That's why I choose to be here and I enjoy being here. Um, Rory and Tanya are the epitome of what servant leaders are, and they just want to help as many people as possible, which makes me also want to help as many people as possible. So, without further ado, Mr. Rory, are you here?
I am here. I am here. And thank you so much, Angie. Because I'm excited for this. It's well overdue, but to share the leadership with you guys, where it's not just their group getting them, that they can share with the entire Triple R247 family. And and you guys remember, we're all here to grow together, help everybody rise up. And sometimes I'm gonna say this, and I have to put a lot of gratitude out for Stacy for helping Carrie and figure things out. But you guys, do you know how many times I hear Rory? I heard Stacy the other day, and she's saying the same thing I am. It's the same, but somehow, because Stacy said it in a way that they understood it better, now it clicks in. And I'm like, I don't care. That's why I'm like, maybe I should have Stacy talk to him all the time. And now I'm gonna let you guys know something. Angie is going to be teaching the same exact thing because it's a system. But you're going to hear her say it, and it might be just a little bit different to where it makes sense. So, what I'm going to tell everybody is we have a system, it works, right? Do what we do, get what we get. But also, sometimes you got to hear it multiple ways to have it click into your brain. And we have the blessing of having people from so many diverse areas and backgrounds to help do that. And I'm the same. Sometimes I'll hear Niall say it a different way and go, I never thought of it that way. And it just makes all the sense in the world. So the more we can share our leadership, the better. And I like that aspect about things here. And here we got these really cool technology. We got this, we're on Zoom. We get to share all this. But you guys, Thursday trainings are going to be awesome. And then we're going to be rotating that leadership to share stuff that we all should be doing anyway. But I'm just gonna stress something. Even if you think you know it, when you hear another leader share it, you might pick up something extra that makes it even better. And I would expect that every time. Um, yeah, Niall, people got to hear things repeatedly. You guys hear me talk about Coca-Cola marketing. The reason why it works is because we hear it over and over again. There is a very fundamental fact. It's one of the things that bothers me the most about humans. We are very forgetful. We forget lessons. We have to repeat history over and over again because we forget. So, so especially when you're, and you guys, it's common knowledge. This shouldn't be an aha moment for anybody. But no matter what profession you are in, they almost all require that you take a reset course, or you're constantly relearning so you don't forget things. There's a reason. You have to get recertified, right? You have to go back in for different courses. Doctors, dentists, everybody kind of has to go back because, well, we forget. We're a forgetful bunch, us humans. All right. Candy McNabb, exactly. Dina's another MSI, like, and she presents in a whole different way than a lot of us, and it just gets the point across differently. It's a blessing. Okay, so Angie, what are you covering on Thursday?
I'm covering more AI things and advertising. So, kind of better ways and more efficient ways to incorporate AI into our advertising.
Thing we all need to do.
Mhm.
I wouldn't call it an optional class. I would say it was pretty mandatory. Now, I'm going to go into some stuff on this advertising because we're going to cover some more Facebook groups and stuff today. But if you guys all have pen and paper down, I'm gonna tell you something, and I want everybody to listen. We are going through a technology shift. I mean, worldwide. You may not feel it yet, but it's coming. The ways that we interact on social media are expanding. And I'm because I'm doing all this research and trying to understand where to go, and I'm seeing some shifts. And the thing about it is if we can be there, the sooner we can adapt to the shifts, the better. So I'm constantly looking at what do I need to do to prepare for that? How can I help everybody? Right? If it works for me, it's going to work for you. We have these incredible PBS systems, right? That we put a lot of time and energy into, and it's our digital printing press. How can we share it and get more traffic to it? And what's coming that it's going to allow us to do that in a better way? You guys, AI has improved what we can do greatly as long as we utilize it and learn how to use it. It's going to be that. And the thing about learning for people is, hopefully you guys are adapting to it. Hey, it's changed. It's going to be hard until it's not, right? It's pretty, eventually it's easy and everybody can do it because we train over and over again. But yes, we have leadership like Angie that's been testing AI stuff and doing her study halls, and they're attacking it. So a lot of the education she's going to teach you guys, it was learned by Angie by way of her committee of her team. They're testing things out. And we have a lot of that happening. Angie, come back on for 1 second. Is it
Yes.
fair to say that what you'll be teaching on Thursday is stuff you guys have been doing for a while?
Oh yeah.
So that's
For
what you guys
sure.
like. You guys, they've blown me away. Like they'll come on and show me something. I'm like, you guys just do the coolest stuff in your study halls. And so,
I got something even better this weekend
really,
or this Thursday.
I'm gonna have to be there. Yes, and I just want to like express this, like just so you guys know the impact of this. And so it said, we don't have like just Rory creating stuff and teaching it. We have leaders that have risen up over the years and they're now figuring stuff out. And they're better at me in many ways and other things. It's freaking awesome. And that's why getting them involved to teach everybody is just getting more and more paramount. All right. I knew that was coming, and that's why everybody understand like what she's going to be teaching, they've already been proving out for weeks and months. And now they're just going to share it with everybody to help boost our traffic, boost what we're doing here. Dina, I think I'm going to try to go to this one. I get excited. I like to go to. I get the benefit of watching the replay, and I get to hear it, slow it down, go through it again, and then I go post it. Right. So, but I'm pretty excited about the AI stuff myself. There's so much to do, and I don't know it all. I'm learning new things daily. So let's go from that to the Facebook group stuff. I asked you guys to start working on like in your teams, in your study halls, creating groups. And I want to get a little bit more specific about that because it's, and this isn't something you have to like do it perfectly. You can stop it, start a new one, whatever. But I want you to have a theme and a direction where you're going to go. And I like to cross market. So anything I do, I want to be able to bring something into it that's part of Triple R. Right. And I'll be very open with you guys about this. If I create a Facebook group, it's to market. It's to create an audience that I can market to. That's my pure agenda. So I created a Disney and Universal one. Why? So I can market to people like Disney and Universal, build up another audience, build up another group of people that I can market to bring into Triple R. I have a common theme with that. We like the parks. We like what they represent, and we like the childhood aspect of it. We like being grandparents with it. So we're going to focus on that and attract people that likes, build relationship and trust, and find other community members to come in. Now, the reason why I like that is 40 plus age group is good for us. And the closer people become to retirement and becoming grandparents, they're looking for other ways to make money that gives them time and financial freedom. It's kind of a good mix. It's a good, what do you want to call it? It's a good avatar. Perfect client. What's your avatar? What are you looking for? Not the movie Avatar, but the client base avatar. So work from home moms, grandmas that work from home, or you know, thriving entrepreneurs, anything like that is a good mix. But you could be, thriving gardeners, or needlework, or what do you call it when you work with wood? You know, people like to whittle, people like woodwork, carpentry. Nile, I know there's another word for it. I can't think of it to save my life.
Carpentry sounds good to me.
Carpentry. There's like a woodworker thing, but and I'll tell you, like, there's people that are really into like anime, or you know a certain type of a comic, right? Marvel or DC, and again, sports teams, right? And the thing with sports teams is, you can have an angle, but if you control the group and you're putting content out and you're sharing positive stuff, you always have an angle of, hey, community, I have a program that I like to share with everybody where we basically invite them to the BFA event. You're looking for an angle that you can do that with outside of what we already do. This is creating a new leg of marketing. Niall, you could do a group on just, you're doing TikTok, which is creating a group. You're kind of already doing it, right? I don't say kind of, you're already doing it. Doesn't mean you need to do another one. Means you get it. And you guys, I don't care what platform you use. I just want everybody to be focused on one or working in a team that's doing it. Because the bigger the group gets, the more you need moderators, you need other people to kind of, chime in and do some of the activities and make it grow better. Spit and Whittlers, Karen. That one I've heard. Yeah. Do you know that I used to I was in scouts pretty heavy, and I used to whittle all sorts of stuff, and we did soap first. I think soap's more dangerous. I cut my thumb more times than not with soap. But then you go to wood. And I whittled so much, I loved it. I actually miss doing that. That's a good one. Spit and whittlers. You're sitting there talking, women knit, men would whittle. There's an art form to it for sure. Woodsmithing, yeah, John, that's another one. But people that work with leather, oh, Don and Rhonda. Okay, I'm gonna go look. Is this yours? I love it.
I think you could put the word Smith at the end of all it. Woodsmith, leathersmith, ironsmith.
And we're gonna touch base on some things, and I'm also gonna bring this up. Any type of group atmosphere, having it be sponsored by a sponsor is pretty much expected. So let me just be very clear about this. And I know this might be new news for some people. That's okay. You realize you can sponsor yourself, right? Like you can say this is sponsored by, you know, Bella Vita Tune or the Tune. You don't have to say Bella Vita the Tune. Do a little commercial about it. Here's a blip for it, and then just share that every time in between your showings. Okay. Now, I'm working on some things. I've got some direction, and some of the things we have are going to make a lot of sense when you've got thousands of members, tens of thousands of members, hundreds of thousands of members, to where you can get a lot of exposure. Okay. And it's kind of like doing a podcast. You can go live. Facebook, you can go live. TikTok's all about live. TikTok, you're live all the time. Like you're kind of constantly performing. All right. Now, Rory doesn't really do much on TikTok. I'm doing a lot on Instagram. I do a lot on the Facebook stuff, and that's what I work on. I don't know if I want to do really good on those. I know that some of us here do really good on TikTok. Great. Focus on TikTok. There's the more we spread out, the better. We're a big community. We should be able to dominate between all of us every single single social media platform out there. Rumble, um, Blue Sky, I think is another one that I don't do. There's all sorts of other ones, right? I really want to put a lot of time on this because if we build it and we start supporting it and growing it, we're growing a community outside. But every time we can do a post and drive them to our website, and they're going to know who you are. And if you share something there in that direction, it's good for them to go read. Don, yours, you can put sci-fi stuff out to the sci-fi loving group anytime you want. No, you get it, Dawn. I actually like that. I joined your Facebook group. I had no idea you had that. Looks like it's been there for a while. That's great. Yeah, Riley, Twitch. Absolutely. And just there's a lot of things we can do. And you know what? Let it grow organically. You can try to grow it. You can write pages to it. You can look for support on it, but it's getting it started and then just treating it as it grows. And there's ways to drive traffic to it. You can build pages to it and just kind of cross market. But when you control the group or the team controls the group, you can control what's advertised. You can control what you share and what other post goes out to the community. I've been watching some big groups do it, and I'm like, man, I should have done this a long time ago. And we have them for Triple R. We built them for Triple R. We built them for Bella Vita. We built them for the things around us, for the community, and have had some great fun with it. But going outside of our community to extend our community by finding others in a commonality, that's what it's all about. All right. Robert Armstrong. Let's go look at golden years online income earners. Um, like 20 points for creativity on the name. Oh, I'm already in there. Oh wait, it's not letting me join from this one. Hold on. You don't allow pages to join. So I gotta switch to my Facebook. There we go. Love it. Love it, Robert. You guys, so he shared that. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, I can tell you had chat's help. By the way, Chat GPT or I'm sure Copilot, all of them, they can help you build your pages out. Facebook, your Instagram direction, all of them. Okay, and I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna do some work on mine. Time goes by quick. So this is the one that we did. So I got the Ageless Adventures at Disney Universal. Kind of a long name, but I'm also doing a play on some various things. And you guys, right now I'm at 83 members. We just put it out there. You guys heard about it first. And now you guys are going to see me do things to actively market it. And I want you guys to learn as I do it. Right? So I'm going to go to invite. And I want to invite Facebook friends. My Facebook friends have been seeing my marketing forever anyway. And they all see our stuff that we posted with, Universal Disney over the years. And I got the suggested ones in there, right? And I pretty much, there might be some people I wouldn't want in here. It lets me do up to like 500. I wish I had an invite all, but it doesn't. Right? So you just got to go down and you just click the different names. I'm just trying to show you guys like it's manual on for a reason, right? They don't every one of these things try to control you doing massive too much. They don't want you spamming it out there. They want you to be deliberate when you do it. So I don't know how many it lets me do. I got like 5,000. So ideally, I want to invite everybody, right? Give or take a few that maybe for like I don't want them to see all my freaking marketing stuff. So some people I won't put in here, like they're marketers, like they don't need to see it. They already know what we're doing here. But let me see. I'll send the invites out. I can do some every day, but because I have 5,000 or so friends, I want to invite all of them because that gives me a really good starting point. Now, what happens is everybody that joins and interacts, their friends will get recommended to it, and people will grow it, and organically it'll get more exposure. And the more you put stuff out there on a regular basis and share things, the more active it is, the more Facebook, they want the engagement. They want people using Facebook. So you have to understand the rules that are at play. Oh, that tea is so good. Okay, the rules that are at play goes like this. Facebook doesn't want anybody leaving Facebook. They want you there forever because the more time the more eyeball time, the more they're making. It's the same for every other platform. So they create things, games, they get everybody to stay on there, and social involvement. Well, a Facebook group is social involvement, right? They want people posting and visiting Facebook throughout the day and commenting and interacting so that they can see all the ads and all the stuff that's there. So when you understand that, if you give them the activities that they want to see, they're going to help promote more and more people to join your group because it's going to give them more activity. Does that make sense? So you get organic growth. Okay. So you can get 100,000 users, 500,000 users, millions of users. And if you got millions of people that are supporting a common thing, that's a great thing to have support from when you put out an ad or talk about the tune or, maybe do a live broadcast on there and hey, we're going to promote this today for everybody that's out there. When you're out and about at the parks, one of the best things to have to protect yourself is this EMF protection. In fact, this is good for all other times, right? It's good for balance when you're on the rides. There's so many angles for every one of our product, and just putting a little blurb out there. You got a captive audience that's supportive to get in front of. And remember, he or she who talks to the most people wins. And we're able to build an audience. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to blast an ad out to everybody necessarily every day, but if you got content and people sharing organically, then every now and then putting a supporting ad out there is great. And what's good about it is you don't have to allow anybody else to do it because you're the group admin. You can deny anybody else from posting stuff like that without making a big deal about it, which you'll notice. I go and join a bunch of groups because I like to post stuff. I also like to individually communicate with people and try to draw attention to pages and stuff like that. And I might be able to do it today. Let's see. I'm on Facebook. I'll go back to my invite page. I can invite with email. I don't know how that works. Oh, you enter their email addresses. Interesting. Okay. Um, there's information about the group. You have to program some stuff that's in here. And you can ask chat, like, what to do, what to go over there. Um, oh, I need to put a little update on here. So let's see. How did I do on this? So let's see. The Chargers choked. Um, who won yesterday? Houston?
Yes.
Yeah. So so I got the Bears, the Bills, the Niners. That's it. I went 3 for 3. Okay. I put a comment on there, it goes out. I have other ones. Oh, and look at this. I love Tom. I'm glad you put that on here. This was cool, right? And this is the stuff you want to get organic, more and more people doing it, right? Larry came on there. You guys are great, by the way, doing this. And this is, you know, a lot of us have common interests. Um, I had fun with this stuff in there. And you know, you just get it going, but it'll get bigger and bigger and more organic. And it'll get to the point where people are putting stuff on there that it's supposed to be. And you want admin help. You want to have people in there to help you. And you know, you got your group settings. You can allow like there's a new member intro. Um, goes out. Here's a privacy thing. Oh, I'll hit continue. I like it public. I don't mind it being public because they're just gonna open up with more people that's there. I'm okay with that. Um, I'm already at public, so I don't know what that means. We're a visible group. Location. I didn't put anything on there. Now here's the tags. These are important. Hmm. You want to get the right tags, and you can. So travel and leisure activities, that's fine. I really wanted. So I got food and drink. Um, kind of fits. I'm just gonna look at it again. So if I type Disney, okay. Oh, let's see. I got that participant approval. This is where you can only allow profiles. I allow pages too. I don't care. I don't care. Um, allow anonymous. You just got to monitor it. I'm going to approve all posts. Um, I don't mind. So anybody that follows my profile, I invite them to join the group. This is one of the best settings you can do. Um, let them earn badges. That's great. And then let them do the reels and all this stuff. Broadcast in real time, live videos. These are great ways to grow the community and support it. Again, in Facebook. All right. Now, I'm going to constantly look for ways to push this out there, build pages around it. Like what I should do. So let's say if I go to home group, this is my group, right? So I'm going to come here, um, and I'll just go ahead and pull up Rory 3. I should log right in, and I'm going to go new. I'm not gonna totally do this page today. I'm just gonna get the link ready. It's gonna have a long name. I'm fine with that. Um, I think I'll upload my image. Oh, there it is. I can make that match. I can add that here as well. So I got some components I'm getting written on it. I'll go ahead and publish this, right? And like if I go look at Rory 3, And I've been, updating this, working on stuff. This could go under like travel, right? So I'll go ahead and open up my travel and all things travel. And I'm gonna grab this, right? That's way too long. I keep teaching you guys we got to do less than that, so I'm gonna get rid of it. We got a lot of things on our wish list to work on. Um, and they're circular, right? So they tie into this theme here. And the thing about it is like execution is the hardest thing, right? You come up with the ideas to execute it. And so I find like if I just start something like this, now I'm like kind of committed to keep it going because I'm going to be marketing it and getting the motion. So I'm going to plug it in my PBS. What's it called? Then obviously I can kind of have fun with it. So like I can go down here. I'm going to add that custom image. And I got to make it like 180, maybe 200. Is 200 too small? 200. I'll bump it up. Image. And this one, actually, I'm going to bump that down one. I'm not hyperlinked anyway because of that whole thing. But let me come here, put that in there. Do the same there, right? Hyperlink it, and then a leading hyperlink. And hit save. Is that the all things? I did that on all things. Okay. Now the travel page. Again, this one's just, it's way too long. But I'll put that in. Let's cut that down. That's fine. And then I got to rewrite this. Again, I'm gonna make that a heading 3. I'm gonna bump that down again. Oops, wrong one. I want that image to go down. There we go. And we got a lot more stuff that we're adding to the travel. This is what, I do this on the Rory 3. And we also have another marketing page we're going to do for social media and tie-ins that circular drives traffic around these places, right? And we're just trying to grow our community. And if it works for me, it's going to work for you guys. And so we started, we gained some ground on the Instagram and some YouTube stuff we've done. And we're going to get to that. But something that we all can get started sooner than not is building a group, or even a page, but a group, and make a public group and go after a like-minded direction, right? There's Dell. Um, so you guys will see what we do, but then you got to put some content out there and let it share. And the thing about this is, you guys, we do it in taste, but there is a lot of other things we can do. Okay, I got a few more minutes on this. I'm going to show you guys something that I really enjoy doing. Okay. So, um, people are pretty private. They're pretty careful who they talk to and go through. And you don't want to be the person that's badgering. So when you create something like this, it draws people in, right? It helps draw people in. And so, I've got this started. I'm gonna start putting it out different places. And I can have extra fun with it too, right? I'll go to my Rory page. It gives me a way to reach out to community members. And I think I might have done something before. Did I? I may not have. Nope. It's all BFA stuff, which is coming up this week. I want to put that image out again, this one. I'll just go put this out there. Which one am I missing? Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. Rory, what am I missing? Epcot. And then Islands. I'll go ahead and I can put this out. I can share to groups, right? And so when I share to groups, I like to go put it out to like every now and then. I don't know if they'll let it share there, but I'll put it there. And we got the anchor offer. I put it there for you guys before. I'm going to put it on that one because that one reaches to other people. So put that out there. That's there. That's kind of fun. And I can share it. So let me share it to groups. I'm gonna share it to my story. Now I'm gonna go back. Oh, did I make my I'm gonna go back to my other page, then go to my group. And I'll keep this on there, right? So I'll talk a little sports, I'll set the tone, let this stuff grow. But I want you guys to, we're just going to see this organically grow. But I want everybody to be looking in their teams to be doing a group together. You can do it by yourself, but it's fun when you're not the only one doing admin support. You should expect it to get bigger, right? And everybody's growing everything into it. And we can share stuff and move things along, but there's a fun aspect to this as a group. And this is where it gets, you got to be very careful on it, but it gets you can get a little dangerous. Are we ready for this today? So once you have an audience, I call it fish in the net. Once you have a bunch of fish in the net, I could sit down with like 20 of my team members and give each of them a letter, right? So their name starts with A, someone takes it, B, C, so on and so forth. And then you can go look at the list of the members or the people that comment. And if their name starts with an A, they're allowed to reach out to them and just fellowship them, right? Welcome to the team. How are things going? Just want you to know that, you got somebody here that just to reach out to them. And then a series of things that go out there. And then when I put an announcement out about the BFA event, they have another person they can go and talk to about it or kind of follow up with it and see where that goes, right? You can organize how you approach things. You can be very organized in the marketing approach by having a team involved. Now, this is a patient game. This isn't something I'm even worried about today. I may not be worried about it for months, but I know that that's the end game result that I want from building this group. If I can find a way to get hundreds of thousands of people in, that gives me access to a lot of people to find, see who wants to work from home, make extra money to pay for vacations, however we apply it, right? And as long as you have an organized approach, and because we all work so well together, this opens that doorway when we get there. Now, this is a long-term build. I don't expect this to bear fruit, right, until it's grown and been developed and thriving. But if you get to a point where, because you've done things right, you got good content going out, Facebook is promoting out there, you're going to be adding tens of thousands of people a week at some point. That is an awesome marketing leg. That's organic and free because I'm creating that in that engagement. And every time I build engagement and put stuff out there, I'm building a brand. I'm building a BRT. Right. And this one, I put Tanya and I behind it. We go forward with it, but you can do a group, right? You could have it be like, stay at home people that love Disney, Disney fans that work from home. And I'm just throwing the Disney one. There's so many other things though. And if you want to see what's popular out there, again, you can ask chat, but you can also just come on Facebook and search and see what things are out there and go around it, right? You can just go look. right? So, hey, we broke 1,000 members here. If you're not in here yet, you should be. I'll put this in the chat. This, you guys, because this is our main one. Lee Newman, you're totally right. That's why you got to be just tactful. Most people have a trusting, but if they see that you're posting or someone's on there and I highlight it, right? Like there's things that we can do. And I'll break this out more as we build up. I'm letting you guys kind of know that hey, there's a plan for it. And it's got to be tactful. Marketing done properly makes sales order taking. And if you market properly, no one feels like they're being marketed to. That's where we get really creative, right? And that's what I'm here to teach you guys how we're going to do it in this evolving social media world. And there's some things that we're going to put out there, some sponsorship stuff, some ways that we do it and correlate it. But I'm just going to say there's a lot of angles we can do. All right. Instructors, you guys know where to go. I'm wrong time. It's 10 o'clock. Appreciate everybody coming here on the Tuesday. You guys, this is your business call. We're going to be focusing on some bigger outreach that's going to gain more traffic, steady volumes of traffic using social media. I'm going to be talking about this for a while because we got to get it going and set up. All right. Keep posting your ads. See you guys on tomorrow. Remember, we don't have Evolve is for if you got access to it, you'll be in there. There's an Evolve training coming up, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Registrations are coming in. Get to Evolve. If you haven't been to a 2-day, and the value of the training for those that attend the 2-day, there's some things coming, big additional things in training. And everybody that's already gone the 2-day, don't worry, you get it all in that back office. I've been working on some more things to improve what we're doing there. We'll cover that in more training sessions. Thursday, Angie's going to be teaching AI and advertising with AI stuff. Don't miss it. Right? Make sure your people are there. Take note who didn't show up today. Make sure you invite them and say, there's a big thing coming Thursday. Let's get you there. They all know the time. And then see you guys on the other trainings. All right.